let's talk about spice harvesting and sandworms. Don't forget timestamps are back to break up the different sections down below. Sandworms roam the desert and are sensitive to rhythmic vibrations, including footsteps, vehicles, suspender belts, and player shields. The HUD in the middle of the screen shows a sandworm sensitivity bar, and if this goes red, you need to get back to Rocky Land as soon as possible, as a sandworm is coming for you. But why? Surely I can just kill the sandworm? No, this isn't some Elden Ring boss fight. This is unkillable. If you tempt fate or can't escape its grasp, you will die and everything on your body is gone. Please note this doesn't include skill points, etc. Just all items and gear you are carrying on your character. If you try and tease the worm by going back and forth on the sand and rocky land, there is an anti-tease mechanic where it will just eat you from below, so maybe don't tempt the worm. Small sandworms have their own area they patrol, so if another player has it distracted in that area, you are safe. But the deep desert holds the larger sandworms, which will erupt from below, swallowing everything, including vehicles. Please bear in mind you will not be able to ride a sandworm on release, so please, for the sake of your items, don't try it. Unless you've got your friend's items on you. Can't hurt. Why would you need to travel across the sand? Why would you not just stick to land and avoid the worm? Well, a few reasons. One is flower sand. This is the soft sand and is mentioned in the books as the place the Fremen like to pitch their tents, as it's the softest place to sleep. In the game, you'll need this as a resource for crafting. You can harvest this resource by hand or by using a static compactor, which lumps up all the sand to collect it quickly, but this also creates a lot of noise, which again attracts the worm. Second is spice. The big spice blows leave giant spice fields, and you can harvest in the same way by hand, static compactor, or to harvest the most using a sand crawler, which sucks up as much spice as possible. If you're around spice too long without proper protection, this can also affect your character. It's not talked about exactly how this will affect you though, just there will be certain effects with it. Last of all is travel. You can't stick to the rocks the whole time, let's be honest. To adventure out, especially at the start of the game, you'll need to run across the desert to explore Arrakis and work towards building your first ornithopter. Let's dive a little bit deeper on spice and spice harvesting. I've just mentioned how you can gather this and how it can affect your character, but what is the use case? You need spice residue for fueling some of the generators in your base. You need spice to craft most things, especially the higher tier items. Use it to pay your taxes to the Emperor. That's when you've built a base. And it's used in the Landsrad system to help you win. Also, you're able to sell it in the market as well. If you are curious about the Landsrad, I've got a video in the top right. Have a click on that. It goes over the Landsrad system, which is a bit like the endgame system. Spice is also said to have an impact on your abilities, but more information on this was withheld as to what it might entail, as they want you to figure that out for yourself. So it sounds fairly easy to get right. Well, the larger spice blows are in the deep desert, and this is a PvP combat enabled area, so you will need to fight off other guilds when collecting the spice, and you'll also need to distract the sandworm as well using a thumper. It is said the sandworms will eat the thumpers, so you'll need to keep placing them, but at some point the threat level of your spice crawler to the worm is higher than a new thumper placed down, so it will come to you regardless. So you won't be able to sit there for hours with loads of thumpers. Let me know your thoughts on the sandworms and spice harvesting down below. I'm going to say something crazy here. If you are enjoying this content, consider subscribing as it helps me out a massive amount. I know everyone says it in their videos, but anyway, I've got more stuff coming soon. If you are interested in joining a Dune Guild and potentially being part of some YouTube videos, there is a link in the Discord in the description. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace.